Your mind responds to two things: the mental images you create and the words you say to yourself. I guarantee you that if you tell yourself you're not good enough and you use the words, "I've chosen this," you are free to have whatever you want. I'm going to give you a crash course in running your brain for phenomenal success. And if you understand this and put it into practice, you can have almost anything you want. So first and foremost, your mind craves the familiar. It dislikes what is unfamiliar to it. We're still wired as tribespeople, and in a tribe, you didn't do anything out of the ordinary. That was too dangerous. As a result, the human mind prefers what is familiar. It also dislikes the unfamiliar. Do you know how many lottery winners have lost their entire winnings within 2 years? What was familiar to them was spending their weekly paycheck. And when they made millions, they got rid of everything. So you have to make the familiar unfamiliar. So if I were a doctor, this would be my diagnosis. You don't believe you're good enough. And now here's your prescription. I want you to say it in the shower every day. I'm enough, over and over again. How many of you can place your hand on your heart and go, maybe somewhere I don't feel enough? We are all born knowing we are enough. Because as a child, you know you're enough. Whatever you say, your mind does. Praise is one of the most important things to instill in children. Criticism is one of the things that can be made unfamiliar. And what happens when criticism is familiar, but praise is unfamiliar? I might say to you, I really enjoyed your earlier talk. And you're thinking, I'm so bad at this, I forgot the best part. What exactly are you doing? You're hurting yourself because phrasing yourself is unfamiliar to you, so you're rejecting it. And you're adding criticism because that's what you do. This has to stop. The harsh, hurtful, critical words you repeat to yourself are a major cause of depression. So we know that praise boosts your self-esteem significantly, but guess what lowers it? Criticism. Criticism withers people. Praise builds them up. But your own praise is more effective than someone else's. If I told my employee, "Oh my God, you're so important to me. I simply adore you. Could you work the entire weekend?" So what is your missing part? Something. Some teacher, parent, ex-girlfriend, boyfriend, or someone who has never said anything nice to you like, "I'm a good kid. I'm a caring individual. I'm smart." Because another fascinating aspect of the brain is that it does what it believes you want. And you must exercise extreme caution when telling your brain what you desire. So what happens if you say, "Oh my goodness, I'm working so hard. I really need a day off. I'd love to spend a week lying in bed. I've got to work all weekend," your brain says. "I'd like a week off. I just want some alone time." You want some alone time, your brain says? Please leave that to me. So there you have it. I gave you the flu. So if you own your own business, you simply do things a little differently. All right, I'll be working all weekend. It's a little difficult, but hey, I want to start my own business. I want to be successful. I've decided to do this. I'm choosing to do this, and I'm choosing to feel great about it, are two words that will change your life. I've decided to work nights. I want it. I'm looking forward to working on weekends. Yeah, I'm getting what you want, your brain says. You're going to write all night now because you enjoy it so much. Your brain reacts to two things. There's nothing else but the images you create in your head and the words you speak to yourself. And now that you know how to change the images, you can change the words. In your supermarket, there's no hell. Being stuck in traffic is not a punishment. You're going to change the words and tell your brain what you want. You simply become fearless once your brain is in a different state. Change the images and words in your head if they are negative. Finally, use these words constantly. I've decided to do this. I've chosen to feel good about myself, and I am enough. I guarantee you that this will change your life. I guarantee you that if you tell yourself you're enough and use these words, I've chosen this, and you can have whatever you want.
what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind.